It is 11 o'clock p.m., August 14th. I am Jamie. I am dog tired. I won't say bone tired. I've been bone tired. I'm not quite there, but I'm pretty darn tired. Today, not COVID related. I feel well as far as that goes. Just tired. Been a bit of a long day. Got a lot of kid stuff done in the morning, made rainbow pancakes. It was kind of a beautiful day. It was like 70 degrees and breezy, um, and all that. And saw some clients in the afternoon. It's all outside, and I think that's part of it is like the sun, even though I'm like my Southern Californian skin is just like loving the sunshine lately. Even with the sun, it's just a little bit more exhausting. And sometimes I'm really focusing on like professionally increasing my coaching skills and my listening skills. So connecting with people on that level when I'm kind of naturally like a bit of a hermit um, can get exhausting, I think. I just need my downtime and alone time to recharge. However, that only comes after the kids asleep at like 9 lately. Um, and by that time, I'm just tired. So there's still a to-do list of laundry and dishes and, you know, cleaning the floors and things that regular maintenance to the house that's going to have to happen. I bring up the old house a lot, and this is only vlog number 2. Um, our house was the main part of our house was built in 1948, and it's a log cabin. And that's the kiddo's room, and it still has walls that are like 3 feet thick. So she's got a nice little sitting spot. But there are still logs from the original like 1940s cabin in that wall. And then everyone who's owned it up until like the 70s has added on to the house. So it has character. It's not very seamless, but it's not as terrible as that sounds either. It just has some like weird quirks. But that said, it's an aging house. I mean, this is 2020. Last remodel was in the 1970s, 80s, early 80s. It's almost, the last remodel was about when I was born. So, it's a constant maintenance project. And with 2 dogs, dirt is bound to happen all the time. So I'm not a neat freak. But I like things in their place. It's less stressful for me when that happens. So, oh, I finished a project for the house today that I've been meaning to do for like months. I got this beautiful painting an artist did of the waterways in Vietnam back when I lived in Escondido at a closing consignment shop. The artist was selling it through the consignment shop, and I got it for like $250, which is honestly what the frame alone was worth. And I've carried this picture through every house I've lived in since. It's probably like one of the only surviving relics of my marriage is I picked this painting out because I loved it and I bought it, and we got divorced not long after the painting had nothing to do with it. But but I've loved it, so I've kept it. Because it's a big wooden frame, it's a big picture. Um, I needed some heavy wire to hang it, and the wire I had it on snapped, but it managed to not break the picture when it fell, which was amazing. So I went to my local Buy Nothing group on Facebook and asked if anybody had any heavy duty like wiring, and one of my neighbors who is incredibly resourceful guy, he owns a farm, him and his family. They're very cool. They've helped us out on a couple of things, and we've, shared with them too on occasion. But he had some uh, fishing line that was like wire, super thin wire. So I was able to wrap that around several times and rehang the picture today. I've had the wire for like a week. And so it was sort of like an unfinished project that was just sitting there, just gnawing at me. So I got that done. I got that hung up. So that's a win for today. Um, I saw clients, they're all rescheduled for next week. Another win. I got to have wine with a friend of mine who is a trainer as well, and she's about a year ahead of me in implementing the same kind of nutritional program that I just got certified to do. So having that business like brain power discussion of like what she's doing, how it's working, what you would do differently, recommendations and things like that was super valuable. Most of my friends that I have made throughout my life, chiefly, but in Washington as well, are not Navy. There is this misconception that when you marry into military, you automatically have this giant support network. It's not true. They're just other people, and often much, much younger other people. And it's not that I've any problem with anybody younger, but a lot of them don't come in prepared to be alone for extended periods of time. Um, I've always appreciated, well, not always, but I've learned to appreciate it. Some of my best creative work comes out when I'm alone. Some of my best personal growth comes out when I'm alone. So I like having that time to kind of like really shed my skin and layers and recharge. But a lot of them don't and really struggle. And when I first got into this life, I tried to impart some wisdom. Um, and now I just kind of keep to myself and do my thing. And, people will come into my life, or, I'll come into theirs when I'm supposed to, and trust that leave when they're supposed to. We haven't moved since we've, been stationed here. So we've been in Washington for 9 years now, about 8 or 9 years. But most of my friends that I have met through military, I've met within their last 2 or 3 months here, and then they move away. So it is what it is. Um, but this has already been a helpful thing. I'm already 7 minutes in. Yay! Yesterday I was bemoaning not having time to read. So tonight I have a little time. So I could just pop up at Netflix and just chill, or I could actually read this book that I've been working on just for fun, even though there's a to-do list waiting for me out in the kitchen and the laundry in the house and whatnot. So I'm gonna do that as soon as I get off this vlog. Uh, this brought up an interesting thing. So I am I am more of an experienced person. My kiddo's birthday is coming up in a few days. And she is very well loved and very well liked, and I appreciate all of her family and all that they do for us. But she has a lot of stuff, and everyone wants to get her more stuff. It's really kind of challenging. So I'm trying to, like, if they're asking for recommendations, I'm trying to pick things that continue to inspire the imagination. I'm trying to pick random costume pieces, or um, little action figures. She loves imaginative play with action figures. It's the best. Things she can build with, not really directed toys. She's very kinetic, so like this might be the year of the bicycle with training wheels kind of thing. But yeah, just staying away from some of the traps that are real easy for people to fall into when it comes to kids. She doesn't need a lot of stuff. I've said it from the beginning. She does not need a lot of stuff. People don't need nearly as much stuff as they think they do. It's just stuff. It's going to collect dust. You know, if it brings you joy for a little while, great. When it doesn't, let it go, you know? Anyway, so I'm not a stuffed person. I'm an experienced person. So, like, if horses were her jam, instead of 50 different kinds of action figures of horses, maybe a couple of those. But how about contributing to horseback riding lessons instead? You know, things like that. I am not big on even receiving gifts personally. There's like, it has to be the right gift, and I am the first person to say I am probably challenging to shop for. I enjoy Disney stuff, so I'll get Disney gifts, and I will most likely appreciate them a bit. But like, if it's not the right Disney thing, then it's like, okay, you tried, thank you, I appreciate the thought, you know. And then like whatever, if it's a Mickey Mouse statue, it'll get buried somewhere. Um, but um, I am more of an experiences person. My husband is a gift person. He is a gift giver and a gift receiver, which is great. Um, Poor guy, he's stuck with me. But um, you know, being able to kind of meet each other in the middle there is huge. Last Christmas we went on a trip as a family. Um, we had a gift exchange, I guess, but it was like the kid got Hot Wheels in a stocking that we brought on the boat with us. The gift for me was the experience. It was a true, like a Disney cruise is a once in a lifetime experience for us, especially over Christmas, like with cell phones off and, could just relax. It was great. Now that this COVID thing has hit, who knows when the next time we'd be able to even do a cruise is. But it was amazing. Anyway, I am getting off topic. I am going to sign off before I run out of time to read my book and make a self-fulfilling complaint from last time. So anyway, I don't have a cool ending signature yet. I liked Eric's. Was it Tomorrow Will Be Better? I'm not going to steal it. So credit where credit is due. That is not me. That is Eric's. Uh, hmm. Huh. Witty sign off. Witty sign off. Witty sign off. Insert witty sign off here. Bye.